What if losing a limb wasn't the end of the story? In the wild, survival is strategic. One wrong move could mean permanent damage, but for some creatures, losing isn't defeat. Deep in the forests, hidden from the world by the crashing waves of the ocean, there exist creatures that can take back what was lost, grow back what was taken away, and rebuild parts of themselves in ways that defy everything. This isn't magic, this is regeneration, the most incredible second chance in nature. And what scientists are discovering about these creatures could just change everything we know about healing. The crab, the self-amputating survivor. Imagine being able to rip off your own arm to save your life. That's the brutal reality of the crab. When trapped or attacked, crabs willingly break off their own claws, a defense mechanism called autotomy. It's an instant escape, painful, costly, but life-saving. But here's the miracle: over the next molting cycle, the crab quietly rebuilds its missing limb. From a tiny nub, new cells gather and reshape, bone-hard shell, muscle fibers, and articulated joints form again. The process can take months or even years, but when the claw returns, it's as sharp and strong as before, no scars, no weakness. Would you give up a part of yourself to save your life, knowing it would grow back? Nature gave the crab a brutal gift, the ability to sacrifice for survival. To lose, in order to win. And maybe, just maybe, there's something deeply human in that. 2. The planarian flatworm, the creature that refuses to die. Now we go into a stranger territory. Let's imagine this: you cut an animal into 2 pieces, then 3, then 10. Each piece crawls away and becomes a new individual. Complete with a brain, digestive system, and nervous network. That's not science fiction, it's the planarian flatworm. In laboratory experiments, scientists have sliced one planarian into over 275 pieces, and every fragment regenerated into a complete worm, each with a brain, eyes, and memories. Even after being chopped apart, these creatures remember learned behaviors, like how to navigate mazes or where to find food. Most documentaries stop at, flatworms can regenerate. But here's what viewers almost never hear. The secret lies in their stem cells, called neoblasts. Each one carries the code for an entire body. When the planarian is injured, these cells rush to the wound, forming new organs and tissues as if the body were assembling itself from memory. Some scientists believe a single planarian could theoretically live forever. And here's a thought to keep you up tonight. Scientists once froze planarians for years, thawed them out, and watched them come back to life. To a planarian, it's just an intermission. 3. The octopus, the intelligent regrower. In the ocean's theater of camouflage, the octopus is the star performer. But beneath its showmanship lies a deeper, darker magic, one that blurs the line between biology and intelligence. The octopus doesn't merely lose an arm, it decides which arm to give up. Yes, this creature can strategically detach a limb during a fight, like a magician dropping a decoy and vanishing into ink. But here's the fact. Most people think the octopus slowly regrows an arm like a lizard tail, but the truth is far stranger. Underneath its skin is a biological 3D printing system, cells that swarm like construction workers at a microscopic scale. Over weeks, they build cartilage, muscles, suction cups, and even nerves that remember how to move, all in perfect working condition. But here's where things get wild: each octopus arm can think on its own. Every arm has its own mini-brain, so even when severed, it can still react, grab, and explore for minutes after being detached. If every arm can think independently, is the octopus a single creature, or 8 minds working together? And when that arm is fully restored, the octopus doesn't just continue, it adapts. The new limb may be stronger, faster, or more sensitive than before. It doesn't heal to survive, it evolves to improve. The axolotl, the living regeneration miracle. Deep beneath Mexico City, in a silent lake that seems to be forgotten by time, lives an animal that laughs in the face of injury. Meet the axolotl, the smiling salamander of immortality. At first glance, it looks harmless, soft, delicate, with a gentle grin frozen on its face, but inside that fragile body is a secret so powerful, scientists call it the holy grail of regeneration. You cut off its leg, it grows another, both bone, muscle, skin, and nerves, all rebuilt perfectly. Slice through its spinal cord, it reconnects back. Remove half of its brain, the cells rebuild themselves, piece by piece. The axolotl doesn't heal with scars, it resets and erases their wounds completely, as if rewinding time. Every cell can become any other cell. Humans can't do this, but imagine if we could. If scientists unlocked the axolotl's power, do you think humanity could reverse aging? Or is it dangerous to tamper with regeneration? And here's the chilling part, no matter how much it regenerates, the axolotl never leaves the water, it never grows up and retains its larval characteristics forever. They are forever young, forever reborn, a creature that stopped time itself. 5. The green anole lizards, the tails that return stronger. Lizards drop their tails, everyone knows that. But here's the secret most people never witness. When danger strikes, snap, the tail detaches. It falls twitching wildly on the ground. The predator lunges for the writhing piece, while the anole escapes. And then the impossible happens. Over weeks, the tail grows back, not perfectly, not identical, but functional. The green anole lizard regrows a tail with a brand new spinal column design, different from the original. The new tail has a central cartilage rod instead of a vertebrae. This makes it more flexible, harder to break, and easier to shed again. Meaning, the regenerated version is better than the original. This is not healing. This is evolution on demand. 6. The sea spiders, the limb-resetting arachnids of the deep. Not many know sea spiders even exist. Fewer know that these alien-like creatures can regrow legs. Its legs are so long that its organs stretch inside them. The sea spider has no true lungs, no strong heart pumping through a thick body, but instead, its organs extend into its legs. Even parts of its gut branch outward, digesting food inside those spindly limbs. But the real shock comes next. Juvenile sea spiders can regrow their entire lower body, including organs, something almost no animal on Earth can do. Their regenerative process is not passive, they plan it. When a leg is lost, internal blood pressure shifts, organs reposition, and internal canals reroute themselves, an entire restructuring just to accommodate new growth. Imagine your body rearranging itself like a living puzzle every time something breaks. 7. The sea star, the rebuilder of the deep. What if I told you an animal can lose an arm, and grow an entirely new body from it? If it loses 5 arms, it gains 5 lives. The sea star, or starfish, can regrow not just a limb, but an entire body from one single arm. Each arm carries the potential for rebirth. Lose 1, it grows back. Lose 4, given time, each fragment can grow into a new creature. Some species can even regrow multiple arms at once, rebuilding themselves piece by piece. In essence, sea stars are immortal fractals. Inside them lies a network of cells that never forget what they are meant to be. Hundreds of tiny tube feet ripple underneath, gripping rocks with silent suction. They move like coordinated fingers, pulling this creature across coral and sand with patient accuracy. No matter how they're divided, the pattern of life continues to reassemble, again and again. If a single piece of you could grow into another you, would that second version still be you? Even at the bottom of the sea, surrounded by predators and decay, the sea star whispers a quiet truth of the universe: life doesn't end, it reorganizes. 8. The zebrafish, the heart that heals. Now we enter the realm of the impossible. What would you give to heal a broken heart, literally? For the zebrafish, it's effortless. If a part of its heart is damaged, it simply grows it back. Within days, new cells swarm the wound, forming fresh tissue and blood vessels. Within weeks, the heart beats again as if nothing happened. Scientists have studied zebrafish for years, because their genetic code for regeneration is shockingly similar to ours. Do you think one day, humans could learn to regenerate hearts, lungs, or even brains, just like this little fish? When a zebrafish is injured, it doesn't panic, it rewinds time. Its cells de-age, returning to a flexible state, rebuilding from the inside out. It's regeneration, with memory. 9. The lizard, the tail that lives on. A flash of movement, a snap, and the predator thinks it's won, but the lizard is already gone. Its tail, still thrashing behind, has become the perfect decoy. In that moment, the tail is alive. It moves, twitches, even flips itself for minutes after separation. But here's what most people don't know, the new tail the lizard grows isn't a perfect replica, it's a clever imposter. The lizard's original tail had bones, the new one forms with cartilage. The pattern of scales changes subtly, and the color may differ. It's not regrowth, it's reinvention. If you could regrow a part of your body, but it came back differently, would you still want it? Every time the lizard regrows, it leaves behind a small story, a scar of evolution. Some species can even regenerate multiple times, each tail slightly less perfect, until they stop altogether. Even miracles seem to have limits. From the smallest worm to the brightest fish, these creatures hold the ancient code of renewal. Where we see finality, they see opportunity. Where we see scars, they see blueprints. Nature doesn't fear destruction, because it knows how to begin again. So, which of these animals would you trade places with for a day? The immortal worm? The smiling axolotl? The fish that heals its heart? Tell us in the comments which one fascinated you most. And if you believe nature is still the greatest engineer of all time, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more extraordinary truths about the living world.